Hello everyone, welcome back to the Flying Cube channel. I hope you guys are having a good day today. Bit of a different thing we're doing today. I'm doing a Vatsim full flight video. Not sure if there is any air traffic control online today though. Reason I'm not streaming is because, well, my internet's kind of dying and I'm using my mobile data to make a video right now, but that's all fine. I hope to be back streaming soon. We're doing a flight today from Sydney over to Melbourne. We have got a nice flight time today of about 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's going to be a nice flight. The sun is just about to rise here. Flight info once again. I'm not going to be going through the operational flight plan as we do on the streams because I already went through everything. I can tell our block fuel is 8.3 tons. We're going to make it 8.4 tons to be covered with the APU usage on the ramp. It's a bit cold outside, so we are going to use the APU. Yep, that is everything I have to say. We're going to go get into the flight deck very soon. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, please do be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And we're simply going to start by getting things set up now. So, we're here in a pretty much cold and dark 737-800. Beautiful little plane. Let's go first things first, import our sim brief. There we got our route. We're flying the Wollongong something departure. And we're going to be flying to Melbourne. I've not looked at our arrival information yet. We shall do that a little bit later on. But yeah, let's go find the battery. We're going to go turn that on. And turn on the ground power. I do want to get some lights in here. Beautiful. So, while the aircraft warms up, I'm just going to go get a few things prepared. Once again, we did already do this. Flight level 260 today, cross index of 40, and we have sadly got a headwind component today. First thing I think I'm going to do in the overhead panel is turn on the, arm the emergency exit lights, pre-select the packs to auto. Will set flight level 260 in the pressurization panel. Oops, go a little bit too far past it. APU started immediately reset, so let's go turn that on. Whatever the hell that is, turn on. Let's go test the cockpit voice recorder. That works. Let's go turn on the hydraulics. Battery power to battery bus. And now the fire test. So we'll start on this side. Nothing should show on the. It's not letting me move it. Okay, finally. That works, and now we'll go test it. We got the overheat detected warning. And the overheat detected warning once again. Beautiful. Come on. I don't want to do this again. Okay, then cargo fire test. Forward and after is working. Now up to the, oops, wrong one. Down here, we'll then turn on the window heat. Voice recorder, we'll turn that to on. AP generator is available too. Let's go to switch to that. Turn on the bleed. And yaw damper. Up in the overhead panel. Set the IRSs to nav. Flaps extension indicator thing is working. Test the IRS display. Voice recorder. All good. Okay, we have to wait a little bit for the stall warning. Mach airspeed. Overspeed is working as well. Oxygen pressure is within limits. And the rest of the overhead panel is looking good to go. We'll go into the FMC, position in it, and quickly enter the GPS. Make sure both of the things align. And now we're basically just waiting for the. Okay, both of them are aligned. Now we're waiting for the stall warning thing to do its magic. Once again, I'm going to go ident, just check the AirAC 2408. 737-800, everything is looking good. Can I do my... There you go, we can do this one, but who cares? We should be fine without it, realistically. was gonna go warm, so I made the cabin look a little bit brighter. The background, AFDS flood, of course. On this panel, maybe a little bit of brightness and some floodlights. Make everything a bit easier to see for us today. Beautiful. We're gonna go get our route, so position init, we already done that. Route, we're gonna request our flight plan from SimBrief, set the payload, select the routes, and now in the other FMC, I'm gonna set 8,400 kilos of fuel. Now I just have to wait on the other FMC till we can import our SimBrief. Alright, then let's go load that. So we should maybe turn off this display over here. It is not needed right now. Activate the route and execute it. Runway is going to be 34 left for departure. Although we can check the weather to see if that's actually possible departure. 240 at 8, so realistically 25 should be used. However, if I just go to the performance tool, how long is runway 25? It's not the longest, but we could definitely make it work. I think we'll take 25 instead of 34 left. So let's enter 25 here. And then we're gonna go to the departure arrival. Departure is, well, we set 25. And there is no SID. I have to check my charts for this. Sydney 3 departure. Okay, turns out it's just radar vectors, so we shall just vector ourselves to Wollongong. I'm probably mispronouncing that somehow. Index, and now the arrival will just go back. Arrival, we have got winds 350 at 9. I flew into Melbourne a couple weeks ago, so I think there is runway 34 which we can take. RMP runway 34, that is all good, and then the SID we have got just DC direct. Okay, that's a bit confusing. Arrival. RNAV 34. And then we'll just see what star we can take. Any star should work. It's also confusing when there's like no working star. Oh god. Why is my chart's taking forever to load? There you go. So that is definitely not what we are flying. Okay, I have decided on the Boise 8 Alpha arrival. No transition. Let's execute that. Go to the legs page. Just check that the flight plan is set up to our liking. So there's our radar vectors. Okay, this is a little bit weird. So it turns out that you have to delete a waypoint. So delete that. And then how is that looking on the flight plan? I think that from... Wait, I have to zoom out a little bit more. Not that much. Screw it, we'll just go next page. Let's say from Bula we go, so let's get boys. Execute that. We'll have to make sure to let ATC know if they do come online. And then that is our arrival set up and our entire route set up basically. So we'll go map mode, set that back to 20 nautical miles. And back to init ref performance init. What is the transition altitude here? Okay, great. It is not showing. We'll just trust the aircraft and what it is giving us. Execute that. We have cost index of 40, sort of fuel with 61.2 matching up. Flight level is going to be 260 actually. It's a bit low in my opinion, but we'll live with it. 8.4, that is all good. But then now let's go just do our departure calculations. So 25 import from the aircraft. We'll do pegs. We'll leave them on. Screw it. And okay then. So those are our speeds. We got TO 47. Let's go set that. So takeoff 47, 93.2. Yep, and then 350 for the speeds. So 5, 143, 145, 150, that is correct. And let's go set our trim of 4.79. That is as accurate as I would want it to be. Speed, we'll set our V2 of 150 on the MCP. Oops, went a bit too far again. We'll arm the auto thrust. What is the runway heading out of runway 25? It can be just 250. I mean, it's possible, but I went the wrong way. Okay, good enough with that. I don't know what that even does. I think it's like the limits to the bank. We'll set to 10,000 feet. And turn on the flight directors. And the QNH. If you look at the METAR, is 1015. So 1015 has been set. Auto brakes to RTO. Do a quick, where is it, oxygen test. I'm happy with that. So in that case, we'll go look if there's any ATC online, which there isn't. In that case, I am just about ready to go now, so we're going to do the pre-flight and before start checklist both at once. So pre-flight checklist, oxygen is tested 100%, the nav transfer and the display switches are both set to on and, normal and auto. That's why yaw damper turned off. Window heat has been turned on. Flight instruments, we have heading 245. And QNH 1015. Working brake is set. Engine start drivers are cut off. So in that case, we're all good to go. Before start checklist, flight deck door is closed and locked. Fuel is 8,400 kilos. Let's go turn the pumps on. Anything in center, a little bit, so we'll turn all fuel pumps on. Passenger signs are set to auto. MCP, we got the V2 150 heading 245, altitude 10,000 feet. Takeoff speeds 143, 145, 150. CDO pre-flight is completed, whether an aileron trim is free and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing is completed and anti-collision light on. Alright, then we have set the start sector to continuous, waiting for 25% on the N2. Now we'll start engine number 2 now, just gonna monitor the engine starts. EGT is rising as well, we got N1 rising at a good rate. Hopefully the pushback tug doesn't mess us up completely. It did mess us up. Okay then. Gonna wait for engine number 2 to remain stabilized. EGT is below limits. That is verified. Alright then, engine 1 start selector to ground, sorry. Toe brakes and parking brake set.
Pushback complete. Parking brake, please.
Right, then engine 1 fuel. Sorry, start lever run.
Alright, steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip and release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
And then we'll taxi today via Charlie, and then Golf to holding point Echo runway 25. Alright then. Engines are both stabilized. We'll go switch to generators. Turn on the probe heat. Set the packs back to auto. APU bleed off. Isolation valve auto. We'll do a quick flight control check if it's implemented, which it is not, but we can still simply go left, right, neutral, up, down, and neutral, and the rudder, left, right, and they bounce back to neutral. And then there will be a warning if the hydraulics would fail, so many airlines in the real world do not have this implemented either. Right then, let's go set this to generator 1. Everything else is looking good, so we'll do the FSR checklist. Generators are on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start selectors continuous, recall checked, auto brake RTO, flight controls checked, ground equipment is clear. FSR checklist is complete. Sydney traffic, Qantas 427 taxiing Charlie and Golf to holding point Echo 25. Sydney traffic. Okay then, get the taxi and turn off lights turned on. Anything else is good, we'll get the wing lights on as well, just for some extra awareness. And the logo lights, because it's still a little bit dark here. Right then, let's go release the brakes also. So now we have to set flaps to 5 quickly. And now we can release the brakes. We'll monitor the flaps extension. Now I do have FTSim Plus installed for this aircraft, so don't worry if your PMDG sounds different without FTSim. Or then flaps are 5 green lights. That is beautiful.
7340, this is answer 26.
Answer 26, go ahead.
How's that 727 treat now?
Oh, it's a bit of fun, but it's a lot to get around once you've the 73.
Oh, something's
yeah,
going
I found
on.
that not too long ago. I love it though, I absolutely am in love.
Oh, same man. I've done 3 flights to start with. I'm just frothing it.
It's too good to just let it sit there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's like real, like you feel like you're really flying the aircraft.
Interesting. Or then idle depower again. We'll make it turn on to Charlie, which should be right
Yeah, I've done
around the
a
corner.
couple of flights in the INS, but when, especially on milk run Monday, I just get the Garmin out.
Yeah, see, I haven't done milk run yet, so we'll see how that unfolds.
Good luck with it, mate. Have a good flight.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
But then Charlie should be over here. Have I messed it up? Well, why is it the taxi line so weird? it is not correct. I'm going to follow the lights. I trust that a little bit more. We have got clearance with the terminal. So, we are coming up to holding point Echo. We're gonna go VNav and heading select. Make a call onto Unicom, then we'll be out of here. Sydney traffic, 1 is 427. We're gonna be departing on way 2518 Sydney for departure. We're gonna be flying to Wollongong something. Where vectors? Sydney traffic. Yeah, I don't know to be honest. And then we should be at holding point Echo here. Yep, I can see the hold short bars. We'll go do the before takeoff checklist. So flaps 5, green light, stabilizer trim 4.7 or 4.8, something one of those. Quickly strobe lights. Engine source sectors are set to continuous. Lights are on. Strobe lights are on. Auto throttle is set to armed. Weather radar is on. Transponder will go set that to TARA right now. And then we shall be out of here. TARA and before takeoff checklist complete. So we'll go hold our position here, check the overhead panel one final time. Turn off the dome lights. Oh, maybe not. I didn't start the clock. 40%. Oh. Right then, we are ready to go now. Let's go set 40% on the N1. Engine stabilize 40% with the rollback, and we'll go Toga now. Set takeoff thrust. Thrust set. Airspeed's live.
knots.
Checked.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. We're accelerating now. Let's go turn off these lights. Set that back to auto. Flaps 1 speed checked. Flaps 1. Direct now. Calnav. Flaps up, speed checked. Flaps up. continue the turn here. Auto brake off, gear up and off. Continue the turn a little bit, follow those flight directors a little bit to the right of the LNAV path.
Okay, continue to 420 taxi standard, 16 left, crossing runway 25 to the station.
After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds on, packs auto, landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights. Beautiful departure there. Let's go trim a little bit to maintain 250 on the speed. We've got a fuel warning. We'll go turn off one fuel pump. Recall, nothing. Beautiful. Onto a straight line to what's it called? Wollongong, yes. Sydney traffic 1 is 427. It's passing 6,000 feet out of runway 25, directing to Wollongong, climbing to flight level 260 now. Final call, Sydney traffic. Yep, well, we're not going to continue our climb to flight level 260. We're going to have some beautiful views with the ARPC Sky Mod today. The link is going to be in the description below. Turn off that fuel pump as well. And everything else is looking good. Oh, we have to pitch up a little bit. We're overspeeding. And that's the reason why I need a first officer. We're gonna overspeed while messing up with the overhead panel. I'm gonna turn on the autopilot now. Enough hand flying for one day for me. Everything else is looking good down here. We'll set the lights to off. Logo lights can come off as well. 10,000 feet. Passenger signs I'll turn them off as well. Overhead panel is looking good, nothing we have to worry about. Center pressure, passing flight level 104 checked. And now I'll leave you guys with some engine views. Hello everyone and welcome back up into the flight deck. We are currently just less than 40 miles till our top descent into Melbourne. I'm just going to take you guys through what we're going to do with the arrival, the star, approach, etc. We've got a bit of turbulence going on here, so I might turn the passengers lines on a little bit early now. But we're going to be flying the Boys 8 Alpha arrival for runway 34. We're going to be descending initially to 7,000 feet, although I've set 3,000 feet in the MCP. There's going to be an RNAV approach today, which means no autoland possible, but no autoland shall be necessary because the weather is good, we have good visibility. The MDA is 780 feet barrow, sorry, apparently it's 690 feet, I kind of misread that, oops, let's go set 690 feet there, that is all good. As for weather, we have already checked this, but we have got kind of okay conditions, meaning a non-rev approach is not going to be any issues to us. We're going to be descending from a waypoint Bolte to Akdel, which is the, going to turn us onto final. We have to be at 2,500 feet there, and the maximum indicated airspeed at Akdel is actually 185 knots. So we will have to use some fancy energy management at that point. However, once again, not a big deal. It is going to be a 3-degree glide slope, so we have nothing to worry about like a steep glide angle. We're going to be doing flaps 30 today, the VREF is 150 knots. We're going to be using auto brake 3 to try and vacate via either Foxtrot or Echo. And yeah, nothing else we have to really worry about. The aircraft is, the overhead panel is still good. I had to turn off these fuel pumps earlier on. But I just want to point out the amazing sunrise we are flying away from. But okay, we might see some more when we get down to Melbourne. We have about 20 miles till top descent. I have a few extra things to do, and I shall pop back in once we are at top descent. Okay then, we're gonna set 2,500 feet for the platform altitude now. Make a call on to Unicom again. Melbourne traffic 1 is 427, passing 7,000 feet now, about 15 miles from turning final onto RNB 34. Melbourne traffic. Should get a response from the other traffic that is on the ground. Maybe they're departed, who knows. They did say that we're gonna make calls. Any idea where the field could be?
Traffic, velocity 837, holding short runway 34, land and take off by dorsal 1, departure to the east of position. Melbourne traffic, velocity 837.
Roger, thank you very much for letting us know. Qantas 427. Oh, we're losing our speed a little bit. Oh, we're already decelerating now. Oh my god. Shouldn't we be gaining speed? I think the engines are not doing their job very well, or the auto throttle is not doing its job. Yeah, we'll be fine with it. Temperature is just reaching 10 degrees now, so we don't have to worry about this visible moisture here. Oh, there you go, now the engines are doing something. So decelerating in about 3 miles. Then I'm going to be doing a classic minimum drag approach, which does work on the Boeing as well. We'll arm the approach phase, although I'm not sure if that's going to be used or not. not very good with RNAV approaches in this plane. Which probably is not the best thing. I think we can arm these speed brakes now. We're safe to do that.
Melbourne traffic, velocity 837, passing 800, runway 34 is clear.
Very slow with descent. I wonder why we're not decelerating, honestly. Oh yeah, we are slowly. So, flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. Follow that to VNAV path. I know you can do it without speed brakes. And flaps 5 speed checked. Flaps 5. Should automatically send us down to the flaps 5 bug. Beautiful. Doing its job nicely, in my opinion. Melbourne traffic, one is 427. We're going to be turning final shortly on the RNAV 34 Melbourne traffic. Okay, then we're at a good speed, good altitude, everything is looking perfect. Runway in sight. We'll do that in a few minutes. Not right now. Come on, plane, follow your VNAV path. Properly, please.
Melbourne traffic, velocity 837 north at Dorsal 1 departure.
What's that?
Tracking radio 014 direct Sally.
VNAV altitude on. If you're not going to follow the thing, then that could be a problem. I don't think it is following. Right then, manual flight. Visual approach. Right then, flight directors, we're gonna knock them off. Just maintain center line. Properly get on that VNAV, which we can kind of see down there. Trim it properly though. I don't care. 4,000 feet, go around altitude sets. Gear down, flaps 15. Just lay that down on top of the reference there. We're coming down nicely in my opinion.
Hello, Melbourne traffic, velocity 837, passing Sally, now tracking radial 043, inbound Norfolk.
Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Landing checklist. Engine start switches. Continuous. 3 brakes armed. Landing gear down. Flaps 30. Green lights. Landing checklist complete. Manual thrust. Normal traffic. 1 is 427 short final runway 34 Melbourne. Oh. I'm sorry.
500.
Bit off center line. Hey, we're back on now. Perfect.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reversers are normal. Knots. Manual brakes. Alright then, welcome to Melbourne. Oh, let's take this exit here. Get the speed brakes back up and flaps can be raised up as well. Alright then, let's go make sure the transponder is off. Strobe lights can come off as well, everything else is looking good. Welcome to Melbourne. That was a very good landing in my opinion. Came a little bit high, a little bit off center line, but we managed to get down safely, which is the important part. And then taxiway CR should be right there. Disregard that. Stop the clock as well. 1 hour and 13 minutes of flight time, which is very nice. Let's just check everything else. Disarm the auto brake. Speed brakes are up, everything else is looking beautiful. Alright then. I enjoyed that. Let's go taxi to the gate and then shut down the engines, and then we're gonna be done for today. Taxiway Sierra here, gonna just follow on to Tango next. And go to the apron, which is a bit further in that direction. Just following the taxiway now. Pretty nice ground textures at this freeware scenery. And then there is our gate right there. Well, that is what we planned anyway. Didn't mention that earlier, but that is all fine. Let's go turn off the lights, don't want to blind our ground crew completely. Let's see, how are we going to turn on to this gate? But then gate Charlie 10, that matches up. Beautiful, we're going to just not follow the taxi line, we don't have to, so... Turning there now. Let's try to get onto the line properly, so... Once that line reaches the position in the window, we'll stop, just slam on the brakes right now. Alright then, set the parking brakes. Let's check out our parking. Oh, what's that? Interesting lag there, but everything is all good. Let's go let's switch to generators, turn the bleed on, and shut down those engines. Beautiful. I enjoyed that flight. Hopefully you guys did as well. Yulek, no worries about that. I think now we can turn the anti-collision light off. We'll just get the ground power connected down here in the FMC. So ground services, set shocks, request the jetway, and GPU cart request as well. We can release the parking brakes now. Wait for the ground power to become available, connect to that, turn off all the fuel pumps, turn that off, boom, and we'll set that up just as that. Set that back to the ground power right over there, and the probe heat's turned off, of course. Seatbelt signs off as well, and that is going to be it. Let's just reset this for the next crew coming on board this aircraft, as we are done for today. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, it would help us out a ton. Be sure to comment down below what you would like to see differently next time I do this type of video, or if you'd like to see videos like this in the future again. I will try to stream a bit more if my internet gets fixed. Oh my god, hopefully it does. And yep, I shall hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.